Welcome back, everybody. Degenerates. I apologize that the end of the year has been so hectic and crazy. We've all been working really hard. I tried my best to give like clips out for everybody, and I wanted to do like a recap of 2025 because a lot of shit happened for us in 2025. But I just couldn't get around to it because it's fucking busy. And whenever you run a whole show by ourselves with no fucking editing team or nothing like that, it gets really difficult. I hope that you guys had a great New Year's Eve, great Christmas, great Thanksgiving. I don't know, I recorded, but I remember exactly where. But we're here, first episode of 2026. We had to try to start it off right. Hope you guys had a good New Year. It felt weird. It's the first time.
This is a very different New Year.
It's the first time in my adult life, in my life period, where like the New Year felt kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah.
We had fun. We went out.
It's a different New Year, though. It's like, it's not the same kind of, what we've transitioned from. We've slowly been transitioning from the whole extended family, like, because we're Hispanics. So obviously, like, you have your extended family that you typically go hang out with.
Yeah.
And then, like, slowly but surely we're like moving into just the core family, and then the core family with their partners, and then the core family now, like, with that, us being the only really family that we're like doing stuff with, and it's feeling less Hispanic, more not Hispanic. I wouldn't say American per se, because I know American like families have a tendency to also do that, but like it just doesn't feel the same as how it was whenever we were younger.
It definitely doesn't feel the same as whenever we were younger. But in a lot of ways, it feels better.
No, I think it's 100% better.
You know?
Now that might catch some...
So you got to catch some strays.
With the family being like, wow, it's like, it's just not... It's not the same. And me, personally, being the little social person that I am, I prefer it because of the fact that it's just family. There's no real... Like,
it's not performative.
Not performative. No obligation to commit to anything big. Like, it's just not the same.
Damn, we're being super anti-Latino right now, dude.
I get it, and it's fine.
Latino families out there had a blast. Probably. I hope you guys had a blast. But with your big ass families.
But this is my thought process: is that more often than not, and this is what I saw even online, is that Latino families tend to keep it real. Like, oh, everybody get the family around, and like one of two things is happening right there. One, a hella alcohol is involved. I don't drink alcohol like that no more, so I'm not out here trying to get wasted on a fucking New Year. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get wasted on any given night, because I am not of the age where the next day you bounce back. It's the next day you are in bed and you can't get out. You're done skis. Food will get me to wake up in the middle of the night because of indigestion. I'm not going to do this for alcohol on a fucking New Year's night.
Damn, you have a real grown-up problem.
I am an adult.
I don't have those problems.
Well, that's fine. But I do. And so I'm like, nah. And then the other thing with majority of the big Latino families is be real, dog. You know you don't like half of them motherfuckers. Oh. So, like, it's true. You know. Let's be motherfuckers, especially this year with the year of the Trumpies, where you really found out which one of your family members was out here fucking around with some shit that be like anti, what you should be. And so the fact that that, let's be real, y'all still trying to hang out to keep face? Nah.
We did find out.
I'm not trying to do any of that.
Damn.
I don't give a fuck about any of that.
I didn't even think about that, to be honest with you.
But I think that's a very big thing that happened in a lot of Hispanic families this year. Where, like, for the most part, you kind of knew your, like, family, like, some of the family members were a little off in their thought process to yours. Not, like, off in general, but, like, just, like, did not align with what you believed in necessarily. And as a Hispanic, like, you're told, like, it doesn't matter. You're still family. Like, just deal with it. They're still your family.
Aguántate.
Uh-huh. And me, personally, that's some buttery-ass little bullshit. Because I'm not going to deal with somebody's ass just because they're family. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you out here...
Damn.
Portraying certain things, yes, but like if you're subtle about it and you're not really being like showboaty and you're just like, I believe in what I believe in, and like we're just gonna keep my business to myself, so on and so forth, like that's cool and all. But if you out here like trying to argue with folks while you're drunk about that, I ain't gonna go. I'm not finna play with you. Why would I want to go do that?
Yeah. That's a good point. I didn't even think
And
about
I
that.
feel like that's what happened a lot in Hispanic families this whole year, where people were like, oh, you do what? You believe in what? Clutching the pearls and everything, being like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know that. And so, but then they will still try to keep face during the year festivities,
And
end of year
performative and
festivities, and
stuff.
be really performative.
That's what I'm saying. It's very
Yeah.
performative.
And so
Maybe that's what I meant. I meant more so performative in the sense that like you pretend that you're all right. You pretend you got money. You pretend that like everybody gets a gift and like all this shit. You know what I mean? Like you pretend. You know what I'm saying? Like you walk in and you walk in and you're like, all right, so, you know, it's just it feels very like you wouldn't do this on a normal basis.
You wouldn't. You don't have that on a normal basis. People who have that on a normal basis don't wait till Christmas to like be able to do shit like that.
That's how I feel about Valentine's.
Yeah, that too. The 100%. And it's like, and my thought process is that it's fine if you want to give thoughtful gifts for your family. But I mean like a thoughtful gift, because there's a difference between an expensive and a thoughtful gift. A thoughtful gift can be expensive. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, right. You can pay off your mama's debt. Or you can buy her something. You can buy her the Ninja, the
fucking blender that she's been asking for. You know what I mean? Like it's stuff like that where it's like mom's biggest, most memorable presents that we've given her are the stuff that she's like, I still use right now. She's like, I use it every day. I use it all the time. Like that's what I do.
Yeah.
And so like mom, like for instance, mom's most memorable gifts to me. I never care for mom to give me anything more than my new pajama set for the year. Because mama always, mom has very specific things that she likes to give each one of us. And those are things to me personally that she always gives me pajamas. And so I'm like, oh, what pajamas is she going to give me this year? Or well, what is she going to give me? Like that? She always matches it up with a pajama. And so to me, that's all I'm like, I don't know. I don't care how much this pajama set is. I got some good pajama sets from Target at $10.
I'm gonna be devil's advocate. Also, though, when we were kids and we got the whole family together for the holidays, it was a vibe sometimes.
It was a vibe. It was a vibe. It was entirely a vibe.
We had fun.
I think, though, it was a vibe.
I'm just going to adjust it. It's fine, because I don't want it to get too
it just keeps doing that. I think it was a vibe, but I think that but I think there was also a level of...
Is it because we were kids?
I think there was a level of misunderstanding on our end, because none of the folks that we now know as adults that have beef with each other have been any different since they were adults to now.
Damn.
Because they were all adults. So everybody was just playing pretend for a lot of the time.
That's a performative aspect.
There was a lot of performative stuff, because the same comments that have been made about people's character right now were often made at that time by adults.
We just weren't peeping it. We just weren't catching it.
We weren't catching it, but like as me, the person who always was a fly on the wall around the conversations
Chismosa over here.
I was chismosa as fuck, dude. Like I've always been that way, and so I was always a little kid because you know me, I never left mom. I was always just sitting next to mom doing shit whenever everybody was running around and shit.
Getting all the tea.
I would just sit there and be like, who did what?
Ese güey
El tío hizo qué? You guys both have the same last name? ¿De qué rancho vienen? What the fuck? Like
his side piece.
That's what I know.
You? His side piece contacted you.
That's what I know. Damn. And so because of that, I'm like, well, I noticed. I was like, well, but y'all been saying y'all knew this was how this person was.
For real.
And then shit just kept popping off throughout the years, and I'm just like, so y'all was just all
of it.
All of it was just
pretend.
Just for show, just for while y'all have everybody here. I think it's a rush for the family members to also slightly one up each other during those holidays.
Is that, you think that's a Latino rite of passage, or just an adult rite of passage in general? Like you grow up, you find out your family and what it was.
Oh, I think that's everybody. I don't think that's just Latinos. I do not think that's just Latinos.
But especially with the holidays, though, like Latinos like having big, like carne asada is for everybody. That's for the block.
Yeah.
In a way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you like the best one, the chorus, the memory you have of the carne asada, everybody was there.
Yeah.
The block was there.
Yeah.
The family was there. People were coming in and out. There was a vibe. The music was bumping. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I would dare say that the most genuine one I've seen, or like the genuine effort I've seen from one of our family members to do that in a way that felt entirely organic and community based, has been on our dad's side.
Yeah.
And they even when they had a lot of money, they acted the same. In that ambiance, in the carne asada ambiance, and like the bringing everybody, come on over, it's fine, it's fine. Then now that they are no longer in the same economical position, it's still the same thing. Like our uncle still goes out of his way to be like, come, it's okay, just come over. Oh, it's okay, well, I'll make you a little salsa. Or here, I made all these salsas. And here you go. Like that is different. That is a very
core memory.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying like it's so weird, because on one end I feel it's like it's super performative. Like, and whenever we'll get like mom will be like, you coming for Christmas, vas a venir a Navidad, whatever, blah blah blah, or Año Nuevo, and the first thought in my mind is like, who's gonna be there?
Yeah,
who's gonna be there?
It matters
it's not
too.
even like if it's us, fine, right? But then if it's a bigger function, like extended family, like cousins or like direct, like
which
first cousins, stuff like that,
is the real question,
like first cousins y todo, like okay, I can that's okay, that's doable. But then like friends of for cousins and this, blah, blah, and I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
And I gotta like do a real, or not a double take, but I got a real calculation.
The mental gymnastics that you have to take to feel that line where you're like comfortable there, and it no longer, and it still feels like you're at home while you're enjoying the moment, and it doesn't feel like you're like entering into this like weird holiday abyss situation. Right. Is very, very fine. Like,
but and then the other part is like 80% of me is like, let's go, because it's the family, and like let's go vibe out. The food's gonna be good, like the whole thing, whatever. But the 20% is like, but if they make one comment,
I'm popping off, though.
I'm popping the fuck off.
And that's my problem. What I mean? My problem is that
one comment would trigger me, dude.
My problem is the fact that I am, and I've told this to mom and dad, and I've like very specifically said it to them. You will not catch me or my child popping up to certain people's functions ever again. And they were like, but why are they your family? I'm like, because I have come to an understanding with myself, and I cannot let certain things pass in terms of comments being made and whatnot around me or my child and the circumstances of my life and the circumstances of the world and in the community that we live in.
Back to Trump.
Yes. And so with as like crazy and heated that the climate became in the Latino community these last couple of years, especially these last couple of months.
Yeah.
I feel like it is it's one of those situations where that 20% for me is enough to be like, nah. As fun as it would be, I cannot comfortably do that. I'm not because another thing is like I'm not gonna get drunk with people that I don't feel comfortable with. That's one. I'm not gonna get all laughing and shit like that. I don't know how to fake the funk, dog. Like I don't know how to like be in a situation when people around me who know me realize that I am now entering into a situation where I'm uncomfortable. Y'all are like,
we gotta go.
She's not feeling it, and if she's not feeling it, she's about to make faces. She about to let us all out. Like she about to make some gesture or just be like make a something, and y'all be like, she's not gonna like that. Like she don't like it, and it's. Whatever the mood shift was that I felt that made me move into that position, like my man says it all the time. He's like, I could tell. Like you went from, oh, you were in it, you were in the situation, you were vibing or whatever, and then something happened that made you feel like your body go into, oh, shut down, don't like guard up, don't talk, don't like wall is back up. Whenever he notices that, he's like, all right, it's time for either you to go lay down and go find yourself some little alone time, or it's time for us to go. Because at that point, it's like, it's no longer, I can no longer fake it. Like I remember when we were younger, mom used to have a very big idea of like, don't worry about it. It don't matter if you don't really like him. Just, it's family, deal with it. I think we got to a point where we were like, I'm not going to deal with nothing I don't want to deal with, dog.
One comment, I'm going off.
Absolutely.
One comment, and I'm going to be like, you really want to start?
Yeah.
We will see each other that often. I don't have to.
I don't give a fuck, dog.
It won't live in my conscience like that.
And not even, and this is not even politically speaking. This is now talking about the way they've treated like our father, for instance.
Yeah, shit like that.
That's the shit that bothers me for the most part. Like saying. The political stuff, like I've kind of let that be what it is.
Yeah.
But like, it's the shit that they've said, done, or
And I personally
avoided saying around our father, and or about our father even too. So it's like it's like you start saying shit like the dog, man, because it's on site if that's the case. Like it's just so I got the receipts. I can lay it all out. I can spreadsheet it out for you. I can do it all, my dog, because I know all y'all's dirty secrets, and you don't want me to pull that out, dog.
Family tea. I don't got none of that because nobody talks to me. But I'll still ride at dawn.
Yeah.
What'd you say?